Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Chris Thorne Show. What's going on, everybody? It's your man, Chris Thorns. As always, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever you're watching my content. And as always, like, comment, subscribe, and share. Ladies and gentlemen, got a somewhat of a breaking news, but not so breaking because it didn't happen just now. You know, it's probably a few days old, but that's okay, though. I didn't get to see it, so it's new to me. If you take a look at the picture that you see right here, that is a man by the name of Rica Rountree. And y'all know who Rica Rountree is. He is the father of Rica Rountree. Well, guys, the story I'm going to bring to you right now is Richard Rountree has been sentenced to 8 years for a guilty plea in the murder of his daughter. And if I'm not mistaken, Cynthia got the same sentence or something like that. I don't know. I'll have to talk to Antoinetta again about this situation. I was going to bring her on, but I'm going to let her sit this one out unless you want to come and do an update and talk on it. You know, I'll let her come on and talk on it, but that's totally up to her if she want to come and talk on it. But in there, guys, I want to get you right into the story and see what led up to this arrest and what made him cut this deal. So I'm going to switch y'all over to the other newsroom, and we're going to play what's being said. So let me throw these goggles on real quick, and let's let y'all hear what's going on with this story. All right, so right there.
Richard Rountree, the father of Rica Rountree and boyfriend to her convicted killer, who agreed to a plea bargain today in court. Good Thursday evening, everyone. I'm Tyler Lopez.
And I'm Caitlin Canute. Thank you for joining us tonight. Andy Weber was in McLean County. He has more in tonight's top story. Andy?
Rica Rountree was 8 years old when she died. Today, her father was sentenced to 8 years in prison. He pled guilty to endangering his child's life. But before Richard was escorted out, Rica's mother made sure he knew the pain he caused when he let Cynthia Baker abuse and kill their daughter.
You took my baby, my only daughter, from me to torture and abuse her. You took away a life that had so much love and imagination. Rica was my life, my twin, my little rider, but Rica was my princess.
Antoinetta Rountree said Rica's death was Richard's fault. She thinks he deserves to die in prison for what he let happen to his own flesh and blood. Richard apologized through a statement read by his attorney.
I should have protected Rica better, and I'm
Oh, come on. We'll be right back after these messages. Pardon the interruption, guys. Sorry about that. For some reason, my damn router feel like it wants to reset itself right in the middle of recording. But anyway, we're back. Let's continue.
He pled guilty to endangering his child's life. But before Richard was escorted out, Rica's mother made sure he knew the pain he caused when he let Cynthia Baker abuse and kill their daughter.
You took my baby, my only daughter, from me to torture and abuse her. You took away a life that had so much love and imagination. Rica was my life, my twin, my little rider, but Rica was my princess.
Antoinetta Rountree said Rica's death was Richard's fault. She thinks he deserves to die in prison for what he let happen to his own flesh and blood. Richard apologized through a statement read by his attorney.
I should have protected Rica better, and I'm sorry. I want you to have Rica's remains, and I have been waiting for you to get out to have a funeral for her. I am truly sorry that we are having to go through this.
In Bloomington, Andy Weber, 25 News.
Cynthia Baker was supposed to be sentenced late last month in this case, but a judge agreed to delay it while her new lawyers argue for a new trial. They claim that her trial attorneys didn't do enough in her first defense.
All right, so I had it wrong. Her trial is still being delayed. So, okay, I had that wrong. Man, just Heartbreaking. One thing I want to point out that I noticed, and what I noticed as the attorney was reading Richard's, Richard's statement, to me it seemed like there was no emotion at all. None whatsoever. You know, the body language I got from him is, get this over with already. You know, I already did my dirty deed, so I don't want to go through this, that, the third. And furthermore, if that had been me, you know, I would have done this. I would have read it myself instead of having my attorney read it. I don't believe I would have read that statement myself and let people see my emotions, that I'm really sincere and sorry for what I have done or what I have let happen to my daughter. You know, I would have read the statement. I would have never had the attorney read it. I would have read the statement my damn self. But, you know, everybody's different. You know, maybe he was feeling some type of way about reading it. I have no idea, but I know me personally, I would have read it my damn self instead of having the attorney read it, because I would want the people to feel that I'm really sincere about what happened. So guys, let me switch you over and let me go here and let me blow this up. And of course, y'all know what I'm about to do with y'all. We're gonna read. And I hope I don't fuck up no words like I always do. I hope I don't fuck up no words. But anyway, it goes as follows. The father of an 8-year-old girl killed in 2019 by his girlfriend pleaded guilty Thursday to child endangerment. This was put out on February the 6th. So a little bit over 7 days ago, because I'm looking at my time. It's 1:35, February the 13th. And tomorrow's my birthday, y'all. Valentine's Day, so I'll show your boy some love. You understand? Again, it says the father of an 8-year-old girl killed in 2019 by his girlfriend pleaded guilty Thursday to child endangerment. Rica Rountree'S was sentenced to 8 years in prison as part of the plea argument with the state. Roundtree or Normal was charged in January with endangering the life of Rica Rountree, which is his daughter. The child died of injuries related to blows inflicted by Cynthia Baker. Baker was convicted of murder in November. She faces life in prison when she is sentenced in April. The jury that convicted Baker watched video collected by authorities from Baker's cell phone. The disturbing video showed the frail child forced to hold cans in her outstretched arms as she stood naked in a bedroom. Jesus Christ. Wow. Before she was found unresponsive in her bed, state child welfare authorities investigated numerous other injuries on the child, including a broken tooth, facial bruises. An autopsy detailed more than 50 scars and marks on the child. Injuries of pathologists attributed to child abuse. Rica Rountree was depicted in the videos as a bystander to the abuse. He also recorded the girl being ordered by him to stand on her head. Jesus. I didn't see that video. I didn't see that video. And I was told that I haven't seen all the damn videos of what happened to this girl. And I'm scared to see all the damn videos. Honestly, I'm scared to see all them motherfuckers. For real. Rica's mother, Antoinette Rountree, told her former husband she has forgiven him, but she does not agree with the 8-year sentence. Wherever the sentence is, it will never be enough. Rica was 8 years old, and you are her dad. You are supposed to be protecting her from the pain that you brought to her, said the victim's mother. I feel like you deserve to die in prison. Harsh, but I can't speak on how she feel. You know, this is the reality of it. I can't speak on how she feel, you know. Wow. Rica Rountree asked public defender Carla Barnes to read his brief statement directed to his ex-wife. I should have protected her better, and I'm sorry, said the statement. In the statement of facts read in court by Assistant State's Attorney Mary Cole Rountree, prosecutors laid out the timeline of abuse spread over several months. The girl's father knew and participated in some of the physical and emotional harm, said the prosecutor. He did not protect the child or intervene, she said. After the hearing, McLean County State's Attorney Don Knapp said the 8-year term mirrors the 2016 sentence imposed for a woman charged in connection with the death of her 3-year-old son. The sentence is consistent with the judgment imposed on Danielle Fisher in similar, I bet not the exact same circumstances related to endangering the life of a child, said Knapp. Nicholas Compton is serving life in prison for causing the internal injuries that killed Robbie Kramer. Acknowledging that no sentence or punishment can ever adequately counterbalance the loss of life. We believe this sentence is appropriate, said Knapp. People like you, it says people like you, people like you value experienced, knowledgeable, and award-winning journalism that covers meaningful stories in Bloomington, Normal. To support more stories and interviews like this one, please consider making a contribution. And I already went over all this stuff. So, ladies and gentlemen, there you have it for our update story to Rica and Miss Antoinetta. Richard has pleaded guilty, and he's going to get 8 years for what he's done. But speaking of Antoinetta, she said more likely he's probably only going to do 4. They probably worse than that on good behavior. He probably only do 2. And she has expressed to me that she's not satisfied with this at all. But, I guess she said, she had to get what's being given. And if he made the plea, then there's nothing she could do about it. And I don't know why the hell I thought she said said that old girl Cynthia was already sentenced. I thought she said she got 8 years too, but Cynthia shit has been delayed. All right. But Antoinetta did tell me she's trying to get everybody who was involved. And, I guess I can't knock her for that. Everybody who was involved and that knew what was going on, I guess she'll face some kind of, punishment for not doing anything. And again, guys, you have to understand, I don't have any children, so I can't just really say what I would do or what I wouldn't do or how I would take this sentence or whatnot. But I'm almost certain I probably would feel the same way given the circumstances of how my child died and everything that was done to her. Amen? I probably had the same feeling, probably want her or him dead as well. Okay? I would probably have the same feeling. But other than that, though, there's not much more that I can say about this. I've been keeping up with it. I've been trying to bring to y'all, what I've been keeping up with. And I have to say, Antoinetta is making moves. And if she wants the rest of them to get caught, I'm almost certain the moves that she's making, the rest of them is going to face penalties as well. That's all there is to it. That's all there is to it. So, ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. Another update in the Rica Rountree saga. Her dad has been sentenced to 8 years on a guilty plea. As always, leave your thoughts in the comment section. Let me know what you think about this. I'm your man, Chris Thorns, and I will see y'all next time. Peace.